and welcome to my channel, Distinctive Crochet. My name is Priscilla, and I'd like to thank all my new subscribers for coming to check me out, and all my returning subscribers for spending some time with me. All right, everyone. So yesterday's VEDA was like eye-opening. It was. I mean, I knew something was like funny with it, but it seems like you guys were kind of like perplexed, like I was, and a lot of you were saying like go ahead and check it out and see if there's been updates to the pattern, and some of you guys might, were saying like it could have been like maybe there were missed increases or decreases. So I don't know. I'm really curious because like I was saying, I was at the time, this was 4 years ago, so I have gained experience since then. I was at the time a beginner, not beginner crocheter, because by then, let me see, I started crocheting in 2008. So let's see, that was I was crocheting for 8 years, but that was like, like just basic stuff like blankets, hats, and scarves. So I hadn't done too many garments before, and I hadn't done too many different stitches. So this was a new stitch for me at that time, even though it was just a combination of double crochets and single crochets. So I'm still not sure if it was my fault of pattern. So what I did was I went on to Ravelry, and I was looking at the projects page, and I'm gonna try to link that down below. And in case you guys were interested in checking it out, there are a few patterns, people that posted pictures and stuff of their patterns on there, or what they had made on there. So I didn't see anything where like anybody kind of struggle or anything like that. The ones that actually left comments and things on there said that everything was going fine, and they enjoyed it and they liked the finished project. But there was a couple pictures on there that I saw looked great, just like the cover picture. And there were a couple that looked like mine that they didn't have it open like I showed you guys, but they had it covered up. Like, what's wrong? Like you couldn't see like I had mine. Like, but you could tell one side was straight and then the other side kind of like curved around. So like how mine was. So you could I could recognize it because I know what mine looked like. And I was like, they look like they had the same issue as me, but they didn't like leave any comments about it. So I'm gonna try to link that down below where you guys can have a peek if you would like. You don't have to, of course, but it's just the project page that shows pictures of what other people had done. And like I said, some looked it just fine and some looked it suspicious. So I wasn't really like planning on making another one, but I'm kind of curious, was it me or was it the project? I don't know. So what I want to do is, I saw in the pattern book, and I'm sorry because if you didn't see yesterday's, you might be like, what are you talking about? So this is a top that I made 4 years ago. So this is the top I made 4 years ago, and it's called, I think it's the puff sleeve cardigan, and it's by Lisa Gentry. And so mine kind of went slanted, where, let me show you on this picture here. Okay, so one side was straight, and then like the side that went under the button band side, it just was like going like on this. It's hard for me to do on the camera because it's like messing me up, but it was like going like on the slant. Let me see if I can, like on the slant. So that's how mine would go. So the top part will like overlap it, and then the other side would be like on a big slant. So yes, so that is what I'm talking about, in case you didn't know. And they do have just a section on here where you can whip up a gauge swatch. So and with the pattern stitch. So what I want to do, I want to work up this gauge swatch and see if the gauge swatch itself gets like, you know, slanted like that or not. So if it doesn't, I might want to go ahead and make this the sweater again and see how it turns out. If it does, I'm not touching it. It's over with. So I hope you guys don't mind, but I would like to go ahead and do this now. But I'll speed it up for you guys, so it won't be but a few minutes. But I'm just going to go ahead and sit here and work this swatch up and see what happens, guys. So I'll check you out in a few minutes. I don't know how long this is going to take me, but of course I'll record and I'll let you guys know how long it took. And yeah, so I'm going to get started. Alright guys, let's see how this goes. Okay guys, and I'm back. So y'all can see let's see. If I line this straight up with the book, y'all can see how that stitch is just going off. See, it's straight here and then it just goes whoop. So y'all can see that it's down at the bottom too. Like that's just how it is. Now I knew it was the stitch because I'm like, it's an easy pattern. It's labeled easy. So, and it's just a matter of skipping some stitches. What I'm going to do is I am going to leave the pattern stitch. Now, I don't think there's a problem with the pattern stitch, okay? Because I'm pretty sure she didn't invent the stitch. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I am going to leave this pattern stitch in my description box below. And if you guys would like to work up a swatch, okay? I did a few more rows than what the swatch required. So you could just work up as much as you want until you get a good idea of how it's going. But if you guys would like to work up a swatch and tell me what you get, so it's not just me, that would be so helpful. And I'm gonna leave my email down below if you want me if you want to send me a picture of your swatch. I will gladly make like a slide of everybody's swatches, and just show you guys what I'm talking about. Cause it's just going like a diamond almost. So I'm not gonna make this again only because I think the same thing might happen again. So if you guys are interested in making that swatch, now that took me, how long did that take me? I'm gonna just say 20 minutes. It might have been a little bit less because I've been talking since then. But I'd say between 15 and 20 minutes. So not too long. But and then it goes fast. Like once I had to, when I started, I had to like really look at the pattern and read it. But it's just a 2-row repeat. So once I got the 2-row repeat and I was counting my stitches just to make sure I didn't miss any or add any. So let me check really quick while I'm here. Let me see. Supposed to have 17. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I got 17 stitches. So I didn't miss any and I didn't add any. And this is what it's looking like. So I can't spend all that time and make it again. It is pretty, but it's just the pattern stitch. It's the stitch. And I've done another pattern from a magazine that had a stitch that went like this. That's why I was like, has that ever happened to you guys with any stitches? Because that happened to me before in another time, and that wasn't too long ago. I think I did that maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. And I've worn it before on here. So I'll see if I can I don't know, I might add in a picture of me wearing it, or I might add a picture from when I wore it on the podcast. So I'm not sure. But yeah, it goes on a diagonal too. And I just a lot of you guys, or some of you were saying, just go ahead, it's a design feature. So that's what I did with the one I made a couple of years ago. I just kind of did it as a design feature because I was like, I don't know, some of these stitches just go So I'm not gonna be making this. But guys, if you really want to do this, work this little swatch up, I would really appreciate it. Just to know that it's not me. And I don't know how those other people got it straight. I don't know if they blocked it maybe. Now the first one, the one I made the actual sweater with, I used Karen 1-pounder, and y'all know how thick that yarn is. And this is the Lion brand what is this, Pound of Love. That's what I'm using, the Lion brand Pound of Love. So this is already thinner than a 4-weight, and so that's why I worked a few more rows, because I could tell it was going like that, but it was harder to tell. So maybe if you use a lighter weight yarn, it might not be so easy to tell, and it might have been easier to block out. So maybe that's what they did too. But I used that good old 1-pounder that was on sale that I could afford. So, and then, you know, with it being heavier, that might be why it's so dramatic too. But yeah, I'm not even gonna put no time into that. But I appreciate all of you who left me all those comments and everything and shared with me just some things to check out, because I did, like I said, I checked out that Ravelry page, and I'll try to link that down below. So yeah, that's it about that. But maybe to go into tomorrow's video, what do you guys use the Pound of Love for? Because I had bought a bunch of this, and I was looking to make like sweaters and stuff out of it, but I wanted to use cables. Now y'all can see how textured this pattern is, and y'all could even see it in the sweater I made, because that was a thicker yarn, but you can barely tell you can barely tell the texture. Like, it doesn't really stick out quite as much. My camera's not that great either, but I'm looking at it and I can't, you can tell a little bit, but it's not as much as the 1-pounder. And that's how it is like with cables, because I might pull that out and show you guys. I was just doing a freehand, and that was from a long time ago too. I was doing a freehand sweater for my son, and I had just learned how to do cables. I had just learned how to do crochet cables. So that was about maybe 2.5 or 3 years ago, something around there. And I was trying to do a cable sweater out of this, and the cables do not pop at all. So I will show you guys. I'll try to see if I can show you guys that. So let me know, what do you guys use your pound of love for? Is it just baby stuff, or have you found some good projects for it? So anyway, guys, I appreciate all the participation in the comments that you guys have been leaving. This this beta is turning out pretty good, I think. So let me know. Leave all that, just all of it. Leave all of it in the comments. Yeah, we went over a lot. So, and check out the description box for the pattern and stitch if you want to work up that swatch. And my email will be down there as well. So that's all I have today, guys. I'll check you out tomorrow in my next video. So thanks again for giving me those thumbs up, for coming back, spending some time with me and watching, and just sharing with me, guys. I appreciate that. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one, which is going to be really soon because it's tomorrow. All right, until then, thanks for watching.